Hello everyone, today I want to show you guys how I turn this spicy peppered chicken breast into an awesome, delicious, scrumptious chicken pie. So relax and watch this video to the end. It's very easy to make, like I made it in the easiest way. So the first thing I did was I added some vegetable oil into my pot. Okay, just add some vegetable oil into the pot. Then I went in with some chopped onions. Next thing, I added my ginger and garlic paste. Because this will give this a perfect taste. So after adding the ginger and garlic paste, I went in with some curry powder. Next, I added some nutmeg powder. After adding the nutmeg powder, I went in with some chicken seasoning. I used Maggi chicken seasoning. So after that, I added the chicken. I made sure that I shredded the chicken. So you need to shred this chicken just as you see in the video. So after adding that, I added all the peppers that came with the chicken that I bought. I just bought this chicken and I wished and to use it to make this for you guys. Okay, so after adding that, I have to stir everything thoroughly, and after stirring everything, I went in with some water. So adding some water into the chicken, and the next thing I added some salt. I added a little salt. Make sure you don't add too much salt, just to give it that taste. After adding the salt, I went in with some chopped Irish potatoes. Okay, you don't need to add too much of the Irish potatoes. This was just the Irish potato I have at home. Everything I just made use of the little things I have at home, because I was just thinking of how I can just make this and let it be something sumptuous. So after adding the Irish potato, I just remember that, oh, I did not add my cooking time. So I added the cooking time, then cover this and allow it to cook. After everything has cooked and my Irish potato has softened, I went in with some ketchup and then some corn flour slurry. I mixed some corn flour with water, and then I added it. Then went ahead and then stirred everything to mix. To This gave me a very super moist feeling, like a super moist sauce, chicken sauce that I'll be using for my chicken pie filling. You can see that my Irish potato is well cooked and soft. Okay, then I set this aside. I went ahead to prepare the pastry crust. And for my short crust pastry, I used 400 grams of all-purpose flour, 1 gram of salt, 10 grams of milk powder, and 200 grams of margarine. You can also use butter, but here butter is so costly, so I had to use margarine. Like I said, I used things that I have at home. Okay, so these were the things I have at home, and I made sure that I use them to make this particular delicious recipe. So after mixing and combining it just this way, I went in with about 1 tablespoon of white vinegar. This white vinegar is going to make it more crispy and flaky, and also keep it super moist, like it's not going to dry out, and it's going to be very crispy and flaky. So after adding it, I went in with 50 grams of room temperature water. You can also use chilled water, you can use normal temperature water, just like I use. So make sure you add the water gradually until everything is thoroughly combined. So after that, you can see how the short crust pastry is supposed to be. It's not going to be stretchy and all that. No, you don't need that. After mixing or making my short crust pastry, I divided each into 110 grams, and it gave me 6 crust pastry dough. And then I went ahead to flatten or roll this out. Okay, so you take each one, you roll it out just the way you see me do in the video, and after rolling it out, you place that on the meat pie cutter or empanada cutter or empanada molds. So once you place it on the meat pie cutter, just as you see in the video, you're going to fill this with your filling or the sauce you just made earlier. So I went ahead and filled this with the sauce I made earlier, and after filling it, I brushed the edges with some water and seal it up. I sealed it up. Like, guys, This sauce is delicious. Like, you need to try this simple, easy chicken pie recipe, and believe me, you are going to love the outcome and the taste. So after brushing the edges with some water, like I said, I closed it and then remove the excess short crust on the edges, and then kept that aside. So due to the fact that I did not have baking paper at the moment, or parchment paper, I had to grease my baking tray very well. I greased my baking tray very well with margarine, and then I placed this on my baking tray. But guys, this showed me pepper. But if you have baking paper, please guys, make sure you use it, or make sure you grease your baking tray very well. So after placing all the chicken pie on the baking tray, I went ahead and brushed each with my egg wash. After brushing with the egg wash, I placed that in the oven to bake. Make sure that before you place this in your oven, that your oven is preheated already. You have to preheat your oven before you place this in your oven. And I baked at 200 degrees for 45 minutes. So it also depends on the temperature of your oven. You have to understand how best your oven works, so you know the temperature you will use according to your oven. And once that was done, my chicken pie was ready. Like, the taste was amazing. Guys, you just need to try this simple recipe, and I know when you try it, you are going to love this recipe. So guys, this is where I call it a wrap today. Don't forget to subscribe to this my channel. Also follow me on all my social media handle, on my Facebook page at The Variety Chef, my Instagram at The Variety Chef, and also like, comment, and share. Thanks, and see you guys in my next one. Bye bye.